A lot of people know me as Ride My Avatar, so again, we're here to bring you a top 5 list. I know top 10s are more in demand usually, but today I'm bringing you top 5 of my favorite Digi Evolution lines. It's really awesome. I love Digimon from the bottom of my heart. I am a Digidestin through and through, and hopefully you guys join in on the video. Leave down in the comments down below what Digimon is in your top 5. I would love to hear that, and tell me reasons why mine suck, But without further ado, let's dive right in. One of the major things I love about Digimon is that we have more Royal Knights, and the Unclaimed Seed is one of my favorite lines. Duranmon is such a cool evolution because, again, I love evolutions that branch off from a good and an evil side. Like, who doesn't like light and dark? So again, a lot of my themes I love about Digimon are there's always this good and evil side that they contrast with, and sometimes they come out with really awesome lines. So of course Duranmon makes my list because the fact is, let's even look at the little Duranmon that it has, and it's got even a prior form with Duranmon, which is this little fluff ball. Like, we get little fluff balls that become little dragons afterwards, especially later in the movie. If you ever caught the movie, it's just really awesome to see this Digimon interact and try to survive as it's trying to keep up and stay with its friends, but it's losing friends and stuff like that. It's just really good to see it. I love when they have this kind of story background based around. I hope we get more movies like this one related to like Duranmon or anything like that, but it's just really cool. But again, it kind of digivolves in a two-way span, which is really cool. It can go into Duranmon, which is pretty awesome looking in itself. It's just a bigger version. It's kind of like dragon-esque, but it also can go into its Duranmon, which is like this medieval looking machine, kind of chained up, put to its test, like it's Frankenstein creation. Like, it's pushing to the boundaries of its evil self because it looks like it was forced that way. It's also Ghost classification Duranmon, which is pretty cool, but it also digivolves into a Duranmon, which is funny because they made the Greymons really interesting because it doesn't need to have the English name Greymon in there, so it creates confusion with trading card game. So again, that's where we get the confusion from. So, and then it's also got its normal form of Duranmon, which looks really cool. The red aesthetics, the metal wings, and then the pretty much the golden like pointing needles that it has on its wings, just really nice. The aesthetic is just so cool. It looks like a dragon, but also its evil form is like this metallization form that just looks so cool. Like, it does, like, either path you choose looks amazing, and I can't express how much I love looking at both designs. And then it digivolves into its mega form, which can give you pretty much 3 outcomes. One is Duranmon, which is this like evil looking esque with a cannonball like smoke and poison-esque, which is really cool looking, and I can't express how much I love the aesthetics of it, especially when it showed up in the the movie. So it's really cool. And then it's got its light version, which kind of is still metal looking as well. I just love the art style. Its purple wings, the flames, the tail, everything like that is just really nice. The metal aesthetic, I really like dragons, and it's really cool to see it. But Alphamon is like one of those cool-esque Digimon as well. That is the Royal Knight, which you see at the end of the movie, which is pretty cool because Alphamon is like amazing. Even if you see it try, it just blows your mind when you see Alphamon. Alphamon comes in and he's just ready to wreck. Like, I can't express how cool. I love the aesthetic of the black armor. Like, it's cool. The is tattered. You know, there's nothing about this Digimon isn't cool about, and especially when Alphamon goes into Orkari mode, which has a bloody wings, and then it has pretty much a battle axe. Like, who doesn't like that form? And I mean, who doesn't? I really love it, and that's why it makes my list. So guys, so another one that makes my list is Shakamon. Shakamon is really nice. I think it's really cool that it kind of gives you the look of Tsunimon, which is really awesome to be Gabumon's line. But again, I love the aesthetics of Weapon Digimon as well. It's just pretty cool of how it comes out, because again, Shakumon digivolves into its evolution of Shutuliyamon. What Shutuliyamon is really nice to be is that it kind of gains these, from its one horn, it splits into two. It's got a meaner face. It's a little adorable, you know, again. But then it starts digivolving into Zabuamon, which is really nice because I love the aesthetic of the armor and then the cape. It kind of looks like Agumon with armor, with, you know, Gabumon a little bit mixed in. So it's pretty cool to see. Like, I can't express how much it's cool to see legendary arms. Again, it does have like a supposed sword form, which is really awesome to see that it kind of can transform into a weapon and be used as such if needed. And then it evolves into its next form is Agumon, which is really cool. Again, it's got a sword form. It can constantly transform into a sword, supposedly. Again, really awesome. You start seeing the hilt coming in to fruition. Its sword is getting bigger. It's kind of on 4 legs. It's bipedal. It digivolves into a bipedal evolution afterwards into Duranmon, which is another sword type Digimon. Again, really cool to see these Digimon have swords, and it fights interesting because again, it keeps going up in its evolutionary line, and it gets really cool once it starts getting further up. And then you got Duranmon, which is another sword form, which again becomes the sword for Lotmon, which is really awesome. It's so cool to see. I know it's only hasn't had an anime debut, which I really do hope eventually we kind of see, because again, that would be really cool to just have this badass Digimon come in, be swung as a sword. Like, I would love to see it. Like, I'm not joking. It would be pretty awesome. Being able to DNA fuse with Lunamon to become the almighty Lotmon. Again, in the trading card game, Lotmon is nuts. Again, just to see it being able to have a sword that it gets to use and just swing around, it's just cool. It's a DNA Digivolution. It's a legendary arms. I love the aesthetic of Digimon when they're not all about cannon blasting, you know. More guns is their usual quote for, you know, Digimon most people reference, and it's pretty cool to see Lotmon take on the sword aspect of Digimon of weaponry. I love the line that ends up being it through the Duranmon line, which is pretty cool. So guys, this does make... So one of my favorite Digimon lines is the Lunamon line. Lunamon is such an interesting Digimon. It was released in Digimon World Dawn and Dusk. It also had a little debut in the Xeno Wars saga, I would say. So I don't really know that much into Xeno. I didn't really watch it much, but I gotta say one of my favorite Digimon is Lunamon, because again, it theorizes around the moon. Like, all its forms are really cool. First off, you start with Moondramon, this like teardrop kind of look, which is really nice. I think it's very clean looking, not like many other Digimon that you would normally catch. So then we start off with Lunamon, which has this crescent moon shape like medallion on itself, and then the moons around it. I really love that aesthetic. It just really makes the Digimon pop. I like it. You can see it on my playmats and stuff like that. Lunamon's just really nice. It's a little adorable, you know. It's cute, you know. Who doesn't like Lunamon? So then it digivolves into its evolutionary into Loskaimon. So really nice as it becomes like a bunny-esque thing, which is kind of like resonating to like the Tsukiyomi kind of thing, where they kind of relate to rabbits and her from what I've noticed in lore-wise of other things, but I kind of really like it. It kind of gets like a boxing bunny look, which is really nice. Clean gloves, you know, just a very nice overall shape. I can't express how much I like it. It evolves, the medallion moves up, gets bigger, it's got gloves, you know, and it's got a metal mask. It's just having its own look, and I like the like aesthetic it's got a very pleasing aesthetic. Like, I can't express so much about it. Next, it digivolves into Crestmon, which is very nice because Crestmon definitely Caressamon definitely has this like shield look to it, that has a shield and then a battle weapon. It just looks really nice. It starts building up more armor. It kind of gets this look that's just beautiful. I love Digimon when they kind of get these aesthetics where it's kind of like battle ready armor instead of like these more guns kind of aesthetics. I really do enjoy these kind of improvements to like Digimon that aren't really crazily just more explosions and guns, you know. It's just really nice. I like the moon aesthetic. Like, it's just really pleasing to see. Then we have Dianamon, which is really beautiful. I love the moon shapes on its feet. It's just really nice to have a theme really arched into this Digimon, and I love that it's an Olympics 12. And again, this was my first kind of real experience back into Digimon, so I had Dusk, which is really nice because having Dusk in my repertoire was really what got me back into Digimon after a slight break, which isn't bad, and I can't express that. Like, it's so good. And then being able to fuse with Apollomon to become Grace Novamon, which I'd never even been able to make myself, but I'm excited to with Cyber Sleuths and stuff like that. I've been playing, I'm trying to make it if it can be. But just, oh my goodness, it's got a really clean aesthetic. The sun and the moon, the twilight veil, everything like that just really makes this thing pop. I love the colors, I love the aesthetics, and again, it's one of my favorite Digimon lines to date, actually. I can't wait for it to come into Digimon trading card games, so let's go into the next one. Another one that makes my list is the Lotmon line. I really love Lotmon. I love the bunny aesthetic. I love just seeing the rabbit. Like, it's adorable. The bunny is just so cute. I love Lotmon. Its design, everything like that. I love that it has Kokoamon as its starter, which is its in training form, which is pretty much its Terriermon's alternative of Gummymon, which is really nice because they are known as the twin Digimon, and again, they're always paired up in any anime you see because they are always called the twin Digimon. They are always hatched together. They're always seen together. So again, like, I really love that aesthetic. I love the look of Lotmon. Lotmon just so adorable. The three horns, everything like that. It digivolves quite nice. The pink aesthetics, it's adorable, especially when it interacts with Terriermon in Tamers and stuff like that. It's just so cute, you know. And besides, you know, the child that gets her is let's not talk about that. So it does have two evolutionary lines, which really makes it really nice. Is, again, when it was introduced in the movie, we kind of got introduced to Windingomon, and then Ateliamon is its evolution, then followed by Cherubimon Virus, which evil form, which was really awesome to see because, again, I love the light and dark aspects of Digimon. It's just really cool to see how they transition and stuff like that. But with Lotmon, they later introduced Terurimon, which is pretty much a alternative form to what you would see with Gargomon. Instead of having the gun blasters, you have pretty much fisticuffs with battle arms ready to punch and fight, which really fits its aesthetics because, again, it wasn't really like a gunning Digimon. It was a battling Digimon. It literally beat the daylights out of Davis's team and everything like that in the movie just by physical battle. It never really used anything but physical fighting. So again, it's really cool to see that, while compared to Terriermon's Gargomon, it's just really awesome to see Cherubimon, which I really do love. And then it does have Inteleamon has a good form, which you do see as one of the 12 from Tamers, which, again, really awesome design. I do like the added scarf. It's really adorable. I mean, come on. Who doesn't love a Teleomon? It's a bigger bunny. The towering skyscraper bunny. It's not even funny. But again, then you have Cherubimon, which, again, was really cool to see that they did the whole dark and light aspects even into Spirit, which is aka season 4, with all the, you know, greatness of that show. But again, that is one of my favorite seasons, and it's really unique to me. I do love the aesthetics of it. Cherubimon is so cool as its light is so angelic and pink, everything like that. But then you have Cherubimon evil form, which has this very dark, ominous purple, and like it looks like it's been abused, and it's really awesome to see the contrast, and especially being a villain in 04, which was really nice for that season. I love Digimon, so it's really cool to see like Cherubimon be used outside of the movie when it was introduced in that. So again, this is part of my list, and I hopefully you agree. And so for the final Digimon that makes my list, it's gotta be Gatomon. The Gatomon evolutionary line always intrigued me as a kid. You know, we got Agumon. You know, that's the main reason why we love her, right? Well, it's not just that. I love the fact of the matter is we had such a great backstory with Gatomon as a kid. It really enticed me to understand that Digimon had so much personality, and it's really awesome to see. It starts off as Yukami Batomon, which is a white version of Batomon, and it's very fluff and cute, but then it digivolves into what would be Gatomon's evolutionary line with his Duranmon, which I am sorry if I mess up pronunciations, and I'm really sorry I did this whole video, but again, I love the fact that it's a cat, and it's got the cat tail, and it looks really cute and adorable, and then it digivolves into a doggy, which is really interesting with Salamon and everything like that, with the ring around it. Really brings it home, especially once you find out in 02 what the ring's purpose is. It's like, come on guys, you had to nerf Gatomon a little bit, so they made it part of the ring aesthetic. So I love Salamon for the fact is, again, especially in the adventures, with the look she gets and everything like that, it's just so amazing to see Salamon look the way it does. And then you got Gatomon, because of the fact is that, again, Gatomon is one of those fan favorites that never go away. And again, you know, you guys are going to hate me when I talk about my favorite mega in the line. But again, that's because people like to ship Digimon. So again, you guys are probably turned off from this end of the video. That is fine. We have Agumon as its evolution, and everybody kind of has that crush with her. And I'm not one of those people that go buy $300 statues of Agumon. Let me go do that. But no, we have Magnadramon as one of my favorite evolutions to it. I know that it can digivolve into Ophanimon and other evolutions, which is pretty cool to say that, you know, I know why people really do love Ophanimon, because they kind of ship it to be one of those Digimon that combine to be shipping with Agumon. You know, with Agumon, they always ship them together. And then, you know, it digivolves into Mastamon, which is pretty cool to see when Lady Devimon fuses with its other counterpart, you know, Agumon, as they fuse to become Mastamon, which is really awesome to see when they kind of do these kind of things, which is awesome. I can't explain when Digimon kind of just can spread its wings and fuse and combine and just become really awesome looking, and it's pretty cool. And then, you know, you got lovely Agumon, that's part of the newest evolution, which I think really could take away my Magna Agumon. Again, I love that with the story they're telling with Adventures, the new reboot, that Gatomon kind of gets more screen time than she always had. So it's kind of cool to see Salamon, Gatomon, you know, more often than not. So I do, hopefully you guys like and I'll catch you in the next one. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. It helps this video out. Hit that thumbs up. Keep smashing it. Again, it really does help this video get to everybody else. So, See you in the next one. Peace.